Hi, welcome to the SoS podcast, the Sometimes on Sundays, coming to you live from the Man Cave studio. I'm one of your hosts, the Vanilla Gorilla. To my left, we have the unicorn in human form, George. To my right, we got Woobs, aka Wooby if you're nasty. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, my man? How are you?
Welcome to our first live episode. So if you're joining us at home, thank you so much for joining us live. We know you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here on this special day of Super Bowl Sunday. It's basically a holiday in America. And if you have to work tomorrow, that sucks. Because I feel like it should be like the day after Christmas.
That's right.
And you need to have that day off.
Yeah.
Because
you're
drinking.
I work.
Yeah,
Take a sick day.
Yeah. Take a sick day.
Take a sick day, George.
There's no sick day.
They should shut everything down after Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody just needs to chill out for a day.
It's a national thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's your go-to like recipe for the Super Bowl?
Go-to recipe.
What's your go-to? Like, what do you guys order out? Do you just get a pizza? Like, what?
It just, you know what? Wings are going to be the hot seller. Chips are going to be the hot seller right now.
You guys know I could throw it on some wings.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
let's
we've seen,
Yeah.
You know?
we've
Try
seen
and
that.
test it.
Yeah. Chicken, beefs. What else? Pizza. I'm
Pizza,
sure pizza
yes,
is a big seller right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's super busy.
You'll be hard pressed to get delivery because there's so many orders.
Oh, yeah.
They'll tell
At
you
least
that
2
they're
hour
like,
wait.
Yeah.
You better order your pizza right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Order
Yeah.
pizzas.
Who's walking away with the Super Bowl championship today?
Cincy.
The
Bengals.
the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah. Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah. Burrow.
What do you think the
Chase.
score's going? I'm going with Bengals too. Hans.
I am gonna go with the Bengals. I'm hoping they're gonna get that win in for Harambe.
Yeah.
Oh, Harambe.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
So, yeah, I think looking at the spread, the Bengals were not favored to win. They still got the Rams, and the Rams got that defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Stafford, too. I mean, let's not, write off Stafford in any means. I mean, he spent those, 9-10 years in
With the
in
Detroit Lions,
and
yeah.
just couldn't make it happen. But, I mean, do you think it was the Lions, or do you think it was Stafford? Or it had to be the Lions, right? Because,
think it
here he
was-
is now with the Rams. And,
Yeah, I think it was the Lions. They didn't have the right talent around him, or maybe they did. Because you remember, Megatron, he retired way before his time.
Yeah.
And I think if he would have still been playing, they would have had, they would have been deeper in the playoffs, better seasons. But yeah, I definitely do think it was maybe part of the organization. But he stuck with them, and hey, it paid off because now he went to a better team. His loyalty, and if he wins, if Rams walk away with the trophy, I wouldn't be mad either. He's deserving of it.
I'll
too.
be mad.
You'll be mad.
Yeah,
Oh, you
because
got
a lot of my bets are going to be on the Bengals.
Yeah.
But now that you're saying that, I'm going to be covering my bets today
There you go.
and looking out for the Rams in certain areas. So, what do you think the score is going to end up being? Over under?
I think it's gonna be pretty high. What do you think?
I think it's going to be over 60 for sure. Over 60 points total. It's under 80.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think they both got arms, so they're gonna go off a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to be slinging it.
Yeah, and they got wide receivers that want it.
Yeah.
Odell wants it. The wide receiver for the Bengals wants it. What's his name? It's at the tip of my tongue.
Jamar Chase?
Yeah, Jamar Chase is gonna want a touchdown. You know it.
Yeah, it's going to look good, man. And then there's the classic, Super Bowl halftime commercials or Super Bowl commercials in general.
Ads.
Ads. How about those ads? $7 million
$7 million.
for one ad, man.
A
We
lot of-
put in a bid for a Super Bowl commercial,
An SOS commercial.
an SOS commercial for this live show.
Oh man.
And we fell about $6,999,000 short of actually being able
Didn't
to.
quite
Oh man.
Yeah, we went against Little Dicky and
Cardi B.
Cardi B, and yeah, we got outbid. So
commercial.
yeah.
I mean, we even tried just getting can we just get a 1 second logo plug?
Yeah, just like how they did those Subway commercials, just you real quick. They cut off Seth Curry and all that. Like we
It was
wouldn't
like a
even.
flicker.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, welcome to S.o.s, and then boom.
That's right.
And so we'll see how that plays out next year. I think we'll be able to. I'm anticipating that we'll have.
It'll be a
enough
well
money.
spent $7 million.
Hey, for the Super Bowl, everybody
put
else
two
see
up.
us. Yeah, 14 million. One in the beginning, one in the second half, and then there you go.
Yeah.
We should be the halftime show one year.
Oh wow.
Just us shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Just introducing the artist going on stage. That would be great.
That would be good.
You
That
know,
would be good.
and then there you go.
Hey, what's up with the price of a ticket to get in? I mean, you're paying for that concert right there. They're talking. What is it, like $6,000 for a ticket? That's what
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's what it's going for.
But what
For
kind
any-
of seats are they?
Yeah, like any seat.
I didn't really see what type of seat, but I mean for that lineup for that halftime show.
Yeah, Snoop, Dre, Kendrick,
Mary J.
Blige.
Eminem. Dude, that's gonna be an awesome halftime show.
It is.
Um,
It is.
I my only concern is are they gonna how many bleeps are there going to be, or are they gonna be able to just input their different words?
I think
to
they'll
cover?
probably edit it out.
It'll be family
It'll be
friendly.
edited out.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Although in a perfect world, you just let them go.
Did they say there's going to be an extended time for the halftime show?
Is there?
I don't know. I thought I heard somebody talk.
Would that be a first?
You know what? I don't know. But I mean, there's so many artists.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot of
what
heads
songs
over
are they
there.
going to play? I mean, come on. I mean, it's
Well,
insane.
okay, so that's a good question.
Eminem is just gonna stand there.
Well, okay, there's got to be Forgot About Dre, right?
Yeah.
And then there's gonna be Snoop Dogg's
Gin and juice.
Gin and Juice.
no,
No,
I don't think they'll do that.
That's a hard classic, man. You can't even like deny that. If you
Yeah, but,
wanted
like-
if you wanted to do it,
But I mean, it's household homes watching it. So.
what's his name? It's a Snoop Doggy Dog. I wonder that's got to be or Drop It Like It's Hot,
Ooh.
yeah, that's
right?
good.
All the classics are gonna come out tonight.
Yeah.
With all that stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm pretty
great.
I'm
halftime
pretty
show.
excited to see the halftime show.
Yeah, that it's gonna be a good one. And then
No doubt.
who else do we have? There's the movie trailers, man. All the stuff, all of the Super Bowl movie previews.
Who's coming out in movie trailers though? I think
Well,
Uncharted's gonna be there. I would like to see an Uncharted. movie trailer.
That's gonna be good.
I'm really looking forward to Uncharted.
Yeah,
It
me
looks
too.
Great.
I'm a little sketchy on Mark Wahlberg playing Sully in that.
Oh yeah. I could see it.
Mainly-
I see why.
Say hello to your mother for me.
yeah.
But like I know he's a great actor, but the character itself was an older gentleman, and Mark Wahlberg doesn't look that old still. I mean, yeah, he's up there in age, but Sully was kind of a paunchy character.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but if anybody who's ever played the game Uncharted, he was rather spry for an older gentleman, and he's
Wow.
able to
Yeah,
climb
yeah,
these
yeah.
mountains and run, and you would never think based off his physique in the game that he was able to do these things. But Mark Wahlberg, God bless him, he's going to be taking it over, and it's going to be. I think it'll be good.
The likeness ain't there, but I mean, he's a solid actor. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great movie.
Yeah. Then there's Batman. I'm pretty sure there'll be a Batman trailer. I'm pretty sure there's going to be an Aquaman trailer because they showed some of those things earlier in the week.
Oh, I haven't seen the Aquaman trailer.
Yeah, Aquaman, Flash, Batman, I think
Moonknight, probably.
Moonknight. Probably that's not DC related, but yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's a good call
Moonknight
there.
trailer.
Yeah, there was another one. I'm trying to think. That I was thinking.
Batman. You think there might be another Batman trailer?
Flash? Did you say
No,
Flash? You
the
said
Flash and all that stuff, but But yeah, then just the commercials in general. So, the commercials are gonna be funny. I saw that one, that Uber Eats one, with Trevor Noah, where he eats the deodorant.
Really?
Yeah, he kind of looks at it and he rolls it up and
Oh,
he chews
man.
it.
Weird.
Yeah, and
Trevor
he's like,
Noah.
yeah, and he's like,
I like that guy.
And I was like, that's pretty gross, but it was funny at the same time.
Supposedly, Tom Brady's going to be having a spot and giving away crypto in one of his commercials.
Really?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Is he gonna be asking for his fan gear back to give away the crypto?
Probably, I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Give me all your jerseys and footballs and that I threw. And
Yeah,
then
because
you
it's
can-
gonna be a crypto currency commercial, right? Is that what it is?
I don't remember, but I remember that's the rumor that there's going to be a crypto commercial with Tom Brady.
Tom
and
Brady.
They're going to be giving away crypto.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
standard now. Like everything's crypto.
Yeah.
That's gonna be part of the new norm now. So I mean, that's expected to see those guys.
Well, that's what he gave that fan who grabbed the last ball for his touchdown.
He gave him some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They gave him like season tickets. They gave him all this other signed merchandise. I don't know if he got any money out of it.
No, he gave him the Bitcoin. He gave him a big chunk of
Bitcoin?
crypto. Yeah,
Yeah, really?
for the ball back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure. I know they're gonna talk about Brady in this
Yeah.
game,
Oh, yeah.
like him retiring and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I you know what too? I think hopefully they do a tribute to John Madden in this.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
He passed away.
yeah. That's a legend that we lost. So I think that they got to do something for John Madden. I'll be curious to see too during this year's release of the new Madden video game if they give him a tribute, like a cover for that too.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I
you're
mean?
right about that, yeah. Or, I mean, you know, it could go either way. Madden or a Brady cover.
They'll probably do down the line a Madden kind of tribute him with like the MVP trophy. Oh, the Madden MVP.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something that'll be good. So, yeah, Super Bowl is gonna be good. Like, I'm looking forward to all the food.
Yes, I am too.
Being good today. Some good drinking.
I don't know about drinking. I know I'm going to be eating, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
eating. How about you, Georgie?
I don't have much planned actually.
No,
Everybody's doing their own thing.
no
I
brisket?
might swing over to Carlos.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier about Joe Jonas too.
Oh, yeah. They said they were... they did analysis on the commercial that he had last year.
Yeah.
You know, that his commercial was the most memorable commercial. Because there always has to be a strong personality.
What was it for?
It was for diabetes. I think it was a diabetes machine.
He has diabetes.
Yeah.
He is a diabetic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they said his commercial was the most standout from last year's Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, because it's a Joe Jonas approved diabetic machine.
Yeah, he uses it.
Yeah. That's that. Well, if I ever have diabetes, that's where I'm gonna get a Joe
That's
Jonas
Joe
one.
Jonas
The
one.
Joe
The Joe
Jonas.
Jonas
Is this the one
model.
Joe Jonas uses?
Joe
That's
Jonas
the one.
approved.
Joe Jonas approved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joes, you were talking about Joe Biden earlier this week and some of.
Oh yeah, he's putting out a bill,
What's the bill about?
$30 million for I guess it's like for drug rehabilitation and all that. But
Oh, yeah,
people
yeah.
are giving him shit because he's gonna be handing out paraphernalia. So like in the bill, it says that they'll be providing safe smoking kits for like crack and meth and all that.
Yeah, like it's like pretty much safe. Whatever the safe crack pipes, clean
Yeah,
crack pipes.
I mean, they're
You
giving
know.
them crap about it. They're just looking for angles, but I think it comes standard with any like drug bill, really, because they're trying to cut back on like the spread of hepatitis C and HIV and all that because they pass.
Oh,
around
it
and stuff.
also because people are overdosing off the fake drugs. You know, they're selling like crack. They're saying it's crack, but it's not.
Well, they're not handing out drugs. They're just
no, but yeah,
handing out
they're trying to
paraphernalia.
educate people on that too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's really scary right now? What's that one drug that's like killing
Fentanyl.
it? Oh, fentanyl, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's
Yeah,
upsetting.
that's
it-
also
that's also
included in
part
the
of
safe
the-
smoking kits.
Yeah.
Is
Fentanyl
fentanyl
tester.
testing to make sure that that what they're smoking is, I guess, pure or whatever.
I mean, it comes standard, like I said, with all those little like anytime they pass out a bill for drugs to wean back the the pandemic, the drug, because it's a pandemic, a drug pandemic. But yeah, he's getting a lot of shit for it.
Yeah, I think they're also including like little rubber mouthpieces to to cover the not dental dams, but to cover like broken glass pipes, so they don't like cut themselves.
Oh, inhale that stuff.
Yeah.
Inhale it.
Do you think they'll sell those clean pieces for more?
No, I honestly, I don't know.
Do you
much
think
about
they'll-
it.
do you
I
think
feel
they
like, I
appreciate
feel like
it?
I think they will. I think it's just a quality of life type thing, especially for those who just don't want to cut themselves while they're.
Do you think they think of those things when they're smoking? I mean,
Probably
this might sound.
not, especially when you're too far gone. I doubt they're.
Yeah.
I really wish I had a clean crack pipe right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
where's
if
the
they're-
rubber mouthpiece?
I mean, also a part of it is handing out clean syringes, which I don't know how I feel about that, but if they don't give a shit about using a clean syringe, then I doubt they're gonna give a shit about like.
Yeah, I mean, they've been probably doing the dirty stuff forever now.
Yeah, for real.
All of a sudden, the clean syringe comes in, it's going to change the game for them.
Yeah, but I mean, the 30 million is probably going more towards like administrative stuff and for
Counselors.
like different rehabilitation centers. Yeah,
Yeah.
counseling. That's where it goes. People think there's this bill and now he's just handing out free stuff so people could to promote smoking. I don't
All the
think
crackheads
so.
are lined up.
Yeah, they're
waiting
lining
at
up.
the
They're like
centers, waiting
applying.
for Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually going to government and medical agencies as well as nonprofit agencies.
There you go.
So it's not
Right.
going directly to crackheads.
Right.
Well, they're profiting.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
profiting.
yeah.
Somebody's making out with some money. That's for sure. Yeah. What else we got going on?
Batman's coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
Very exciting.
we're expecting to see that in the trailer. Hopefully, I want to see a new Moonknight one. It kind of made me wonder, man. Like, I was thinking about this. Do you think superheroes take drugs or some type of like narcotic to keep it enhanced?
Well, Moon Knight has to, because he's got all those psychological issues.
He's that
And
skid-
Batman probably does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always curious. Like, I'm just curious, like how Batman stays awake for so long. He's got to be on
He's on that
on
coca.
Oka. He's got to be on.
He's on
coca.
that coca.
So supposedly, Batman was on performance-enhancing drugs in the comics.
Really?
Yeah,
What did he
so-
have?
Venom,
Yeah.
actually. So it was the same one that Bane used.
Oh, okay. No,
So
no,
he
no,
was
that-
he was on that for a while.
What was the steroid that football players got in trouble for using?
Well, they're PEDs, right?
Yeah,
The peds, yeah, like-
PEDs.
So, like, I was gonna say, is he on
It's
peds?
steroids and all sorts of Joe Rogan type stuff.
Do you think the do you think the Justice League tests for drugs?
I don't
Like
know.
when you join the team, like, hey, we need you to pee in this cup, man, because we saw what you were doing out there, and that's not normal for any human
Well,
being. to
let's be straight, man. Batman's doing coke and roids for sure.
be. Yeah. For sure. Do
Little
you think,
bat
like,
bumps.
Bat
Yeah,
bumps. Like, can you imagine Green Arrow giving an injection in the ass of Batman so they can stay up with like Aquaman and Superman and all those guys?
Yeah,
These fucking guys are flying all over the place. I gotta.
you gotta keep up.
Yeah. Did you see that one guy? He's running all over the fucking place. I can't even see him. So,
Man.
yeah, Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight, he's got to have like some sort of sleep disorder.
Yeah. I mean it's part of his character. No, he's got like all these like mental issues, like split personality. He can't sleep. Like he's an insomniac, schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia.
Yeah, in the
Schizophrenic?
comics, in the
He's
comics, he's
schizophrenic.
definitely addicted to painkillers and antipsychotics.
Yeah, well-
yeah. See?
Having to deal with all that shit, you would need to be on antipsychotics. Like,
Yeah, if you-
But
if
my
you're not
question
sure
is, how
if,
do you stay becoming a superhero if you're on antipsychotics? Would you let Moon Knight stay at your house if he requested it?
No, man.
Oh wow.
Like he just
Oh.
needed a place to stay.
That's a psycho.
Yeah.
He just saved your life though.
Well, that's great. I'd be thankful.
See ya.
See
Yeah.
ya.
See ya.
He just slowly closed the
Yeah,
door.
he'd just
lock.
like back away.
I'll call an Uber for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn around, he's right there. Like,
Hey, so
it's only over here.
coming from the chat, we got a What Up Steve from Sweats. We got an I Heart Whoopi from Willie Beeman. And Willie Beeman is also asking George, who did you vote for? I'm assuming he's talking about for the Super Bowl.
Who am I going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
I like the Bengals.
Are those our only two viewers, Willie Beeman and Luke, right now?
I don't know who's. We got 6 total viewers right now. But,
Six total
Yeah,
viewers.
but those are guys who are active in the chat right now. We got Steve. We got Steven in there. We got Sweats
Steve.
and Willie.
I'm assuming we might have multiple account users that are fluffing those numbers
Yeah,
up
right.
right now. So that's okay though. That small group of people watching us right now.
We're
Cozy
very
Lions
grateful.
online.
We're very,
We're
very,
very grateful. Gratitude. Thank you.
yeah.
We
we
also got a
could've-
Cozy Lion who just said, "Yo."
Yo.
Oh,
Who?
Cozy Lion.
Oh, Cozy Leon, what's
Oh.
up, man?
What's up, Kai?
How are you, dude? Thanks for tuning in. We're just over here reminiscing about what drugs superheroes take. So, what else we got on the docket, man?
You guys want to talk about the Moon Knight trailer a little more, or Moon Knight coming up?
Yeah, we kind of went
Yeah,
over
we
that
went
already.
over
What else
that.
we got?
Gotcha. Prince Andrew is a kind of a piece of shit.
Why is that? So run that by me. I didn't catch all that.
So the situation is that about I think sometime last year it kind of came to a head about that photo with Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Actually,
Yeah,
it's
Maxwell
actually
trial.
Ghislaine or whatever. her name is,
Ghislaine.
Maxwell.
Ghislaine
Ghislaine Maxwell
Maxwell.
is in the background. Supposedly Jeffrey Epstein's taking a picture of Prince Andrew and this girl Virginia Joffrey, something like that.
Yeah.
She was filing for a case against a civil case against Prince Andrew for sexual abuse.
It's
So,
Andrew or Albert?
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew. Okay.
Yeah. So she's filing a civil lawsuit against him because it's already too far for the criminal lawsuit. So, but she still has the opportunity to sue for
That-
civil.
that photo that they keep talking about, that photo came up like in 2002.
Yeah.
It keeps popping up, but
Yeah, the accuser, she's been trying to, but they hush it up, so it hasn't gotten.
They
like
put,
now
like-
it's gaining traction since
Yeah.
the whole Ghislaine Maxwell thing.
is that they gave during the pandemic they gave a lot of things an extension. So they gave an extension on that. What's that called, Hans?
The Child Abuse Act.
Yeah.
They expanded the look back window on there, and they also changed it so people who were sexually abused when they were young, they can file for criminal charges starting at 18 up until they're 28. And
So they got a 10-year time frame.
and civil lawsuits, they can file up until they're 55.
Yeah.
So that's where Virginia is doing. She's filing a civil lawsuit.
They
against them.
extended it 2 years. And
Is
that's-
the severity of a civil lawsuit versus the other one greater or less?
Good question, actually.
I get well in his case it's devastating because they already stripped him of all his military
Dude,
titles.
these guys are out there, like, just having these wild orgies, and they got mad money. Like, it's real talk. Like, it's kind of like what's that? There's a movie. Ever see JFK, the Oliver Stone movie? Never. Yeah, you
I
had
haven't
to.
seen, I haven't seen it.
We've seen it as kids when we were in grade school. I know we have.
I may have.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No,
Nobody's
I know
ever
what
seen.
movie you're
I can't
talking
recall
about.
it.
Nobody's ever seen Oliver Stone's JFK. Han Solo.
It's been a while.
Okay,
I remember
well,
seeing it. I just don't remember.
The whole thing of it is it's kind of, that's what it reminds me of with Jeffrey Epstein and these guys. Is Joe Pesci plays a character, and then no, is it Pesci? It's not Pesci. It's Tommy Lee Jones is like this well-to-do socialite guy in New Orleans.
He's like a Epstein.
Yeah, and they get together, and I think and Pesci's there too. And then who's the other guy? Man, 6 Degrees of Separation from what's that guy's name that they say that phrase from? From Tremors.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon's also
okay.
in there. That's who we're
Okay.
talking about. And so basically, they're interviewing these guys, and they think that they're the ones that had a connection in killing Kennedy, right? But as Tommy Lee and Bacon and Pesci are reminiscing about the night they all got together, it comes out that they would dress up in wigs and take photos together, and like they would wear like
drag?
Yeah, and they were gay, whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, I kind of envision something like that going on with like Epstein and like all these other people in power, but with like young women around.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
Yeah.
Because didn't they find that drawing of Clinton in a dress in Epstein's house?
Yeah, like not a drawing, like a full, like it's a portrait.
Yeah, it's a portrait of Clinton in a dress.
And he's like laying down.
And
he's supposed to be
Clinton
dressed.
loved he was a coos hound, or he is a coos hound.
Yeah.
And so
You love them thick women.
anybody really,
Yeah.
man, like like,
Whoever would blow him.
that. I mean,
Talking about that Joe Cool swag, he had it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he had that Joe Cool swag, man. So, I think that's how it plays out. Like, it sounds real conspiracy theory like, but I feel like the more power you have, like, there's people. Human trafficking is real,
Oh, for sure.
right? And you see like these people of power, and that kind of got exposed, and I think that's kind of a glimpse into that broader world of people getting trafficked and then just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
why, he hung
I mean,
himself.
Virginia is an excellent example of being trafficked. I mean, she technically was trafficked even at a young age because she started working for Epstein, I think, when she was 16 or something like that.
14 or something like
But
that.
traffic to me seems like they go missing, you never see them again.
Right.
Whereas she was groomed.
She was groomed, yeah.
Yeah, they kinda misled her, like-
Ghislaine would hire him for, like, say, oh, you want to model this type of thing. And then they'd bring her over, and then he'd be in his underwear, and she'd encourage them to kind of start with massaging.
His feet,
That's
he
how
loved
it
getting
went.
his feet rubbed. Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, she was told to do for Prince Andrew what she did for Epstein.
Give him a foot rub.
Well, that's what
Start with
Not a foot rub.
I'll do anything else.
Not a foot rub again.
I'll do anal. I'll do it all. But I'm
I'd
not
sue his
doing a
ass
foot
too.
rub. Yeah.
No, those were her exact words, according to Virginia. That Ghislaine Maxwell told her was to due to Prince Albert what she did to Jeffrey Epstein, which I assume is all the sexual shit.
Damn. Yeah. That's weird, man.
Speaking of politicians dressing in drag, I heard that there's like photos out there, like in the deep dark web. I don't know where, but
I'm sure there is.
of J. Edgar Hoover. Supposedly he would dress in drag.
Yeah, that's been a running theme for
Right?
a long
I've
time.
heard that too.
There was
I've heard it for
that
a
reminds
while.
me of a Seinfeld episode where George Costanza's dad, Jerry Costanza's wearing the bra.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and
I
Kramer's
remember
putting it
that.
on,
Yeah,
and then
he's
his
trying to-
mom freaks out, walks in, and says, "Oh my god!" and freaks out, right? And then they separate again because they were already separated, and then George is trying to convince his mom to get back with him, and she goes, "As soon as I leave the house, he turns into J. Edgar Hoover."
Oh yeah, see?
See, and that's kind of the joke, and that's what they're alluding to. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I had also heard, I was listening to the radio a few months back, and there was somebody that said, maybe it was a Rogan podcast, but this person, and this is a very kind of vague story, but the person said that they knew that his grandparents or somebody knew Hoover, and that they would go visit Hoover, but that somebody else would come out and greet them, and they didn't know who this person was.
Don't tell me it was Hoover
And,
dressed up.
and then they said, "Well, where's Mr. President Hoover?" And he was never there, but this other person was always there.
Oh,
Female.
Yeah,
That's creepy.
and they think it was
Wow,
Hoover.
that's creepy.
But they didn't know at the time, but it was probably Hoover. So it was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think like,
that creeped me out.
yeah, it could
That
very
is
well
creepy.
be that the drag community may have killed JF Kennedy.
Oh, let's not get
Are
canceled.
you starting something? Are you
No, I'm
starting?
not. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's bad to be drag. I'm just saying they could be the perpetrator behind who might have killed Kennedy.
We're too fresh in the game to get canceled here,
Yeah.
Carlos.
That's the thing. We're too new to get canceled. We're too new to get
Yeah,
canceled.
that's true.
It's a conspiracy
We
theory.
got immunity right now.
Nobody's saying it's a bad thing to be drag. I'm just saying they might have killed the president.
Yeah.
That's
Never
all.
know, man. It could have been.
You know, that's all. More power if you you dress up, but just don't kill the president, man. That's all you got to do. Just don't do it. It's not cool.
There you go. What's next?
So, yeah. What else we got? What do we got on the docket next? Man? We're pushing boundaries here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely pushing boundaries. Speaking of overstepping himself, how about that T.I., man?
Oh,
Saying he's the king of the South.
T.I. is
Well, if you're a rapper,
he's testing being a comedian. He's dipping his feet in in the comedy world, doing stand up.
ain't nobody fucking with him.
Ain't
nobody fucking with him.
That's true.
No. If you're a rapper, first of all, he came out saying like ain't nobody fucking with him because he thinks he was the best rapper.
Right.
You know, and no.
He's a great rapper.
He's a good rapper. I enjoy some of his music. He hasn't put anything out that's relevant, and I don't go back to listen to many of his tracks, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like if I hear it, then yeah, but I'm not actively playing his playlists or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody's fucking with him. Okay, but he's not. He's definitely not the best. But that's what you gotta say if you're a rapper. I mean, Bone
relevant,
Thugs
yeah.
got mad because Migos was dissing him, and Bone Thugs came out and said, "Oh, we're the best rap group of all time." You know,
get
all
outta
that
here,
stuff. And it's like, it's just kind of par for the course. But as far as him,
they gotta blow themselves up, I guess. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta like, yeah, if you're gonna be in that game, you gotta say you're the best no matter what, and you gotta be able to defend it. What are you gonna get? What you got going on?
Willie Beeman's asking George to do a T.I. impression.
Oh, the thing about T.I. is when he talks, it's like it's easy because you just don't touch your lips. What's up on T.I.? When I talk on lips, don't touch.
Oh, shit. T.I.?
I just turned. Let me do stand up now.
Oh, shit, guys, we got a guest
Was
on the
it-
show.
Was it at least remotely funny from what you saw for Ti?
You know what? He was very confident. I will say that. Like there was no, it wasn't like a fresh comedian being a little nervous. It seemed like people were laughing. I didn't hear much of it. I was looking for a good long clip, but there was just short little clips, and it was not enough to hear any good jokes. And then a lot of the videos, it was like just audience videos. They were grainy, and the audio was crappy, so you couldn't hear much. But he was getting laughs. and he was, he was doing his thing. But
Do you
I
think?
didn't hear the jokes.
Do you think? Is his? Well, how would you describe his humor? Was it like self-deprecation? Because that kind of contradicts being a rapper.
No, I don't know about self-deprecation. No, I didn't hear much of it to get a good grip on if he was decent or not. But it sounded like he changed the way he talked. Even like he
didn't sound as
Like his
aggressive.
lips were touching.
his lips were fucking touching. Yeah, no, I mean he didn't have that accent like that.
That southern.
It was kind of, I don't know. He kind of enunciated clear. He sounded very different.
Would you pay to go see him?
Yeah, I would. Obviously, if he came to Chicago, I'd love to go see him. That'd be pretty cool. See T.I. Like, how often will you see a rapper
I just hope
doing
that if
stand-up?
like he doesn't get mad at people having a joke at him for doing comedy, because then it contradicts him doing comedy from being a rapper to this. Because
Well,
if
yeah.
you're gonna make jokes, you gotta take some jokes too.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna come on the podcast, T.I., not that you ever will, but we made some jokes.
yeah.
Right. And you
Yeah,
gotta be
don't-
okay with them. You can make fun of us too.
Yeah. Just don't come out with a diss tape.
Who do you guys
Nobody's gonna
think is the
listen to
best rapper
Nobody's
of all
gonna-
time?
What was it?
Who do you guys think is the best rapper of all time?
Oh, that's...
See, that's subjective.
Yeah, it is subjective, but, I mean, there's so many good ones,
You got to think, like, what's the criteria of being the best? And I always hate these, like, who's the GOAT talks.
Right.
Like, it's even difficult when you do, like, a LeBron James
Yeah,
versus
even
Michael
with-
Jordan because, again, very different categories. But, like, who's the best? The best? Like, are you going purely off of lyrics? Because then you go
Right.
Eminem.
Yeah, and then not only that, but, like, content. Like,
Exactly.
some
Is
people
it
like
content?
me, I like conscious rap.
Right. And so...
Other people like the party stuff. Like,
Yeah.
if you like party and like live stuff, you might like Redman, And
Right.
Redman is not that, like, everybody like Redman. How's he the? But he's got some sick lyrics,
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, he dropped some lines there, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it depends on what you're looking at in terms of what the criteria meets for that conversation.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's one set list for it.
right.
And so it's very difficult to say who I feel like is up there. And I think if Cozy Lion is listening right now, he's definitely going to say Nas.
Nas.
You know, I
Nas
throw
is
him out
my
there.
favorite of
Did he
all
throw it out there?
No,
No, okay.
He's been quiet. He gave a laughing my ass off earlier, but
Yeah, so there's I think Nas, you got your Jay-Z's, you got, you throw the Snoops out there, but then there's the modern day guys too. So it's like, how do you base that? Because I like J. Cole. I think J. Cole's dope.
Yeah.
I think
J. Cole's sick.
I like Kendrick Lamar. What are we hearing? You're laughing over there.
So Steve said, I never left a party and thought, man, I wish they played more Redman.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. But a lot of people will say that's my favorite rapper. So it's subjective.
Yeah.
It's whatever you're into.
Steve also says, since it's kind of subjective, go with your top 5 then.
All right, I like Nas. I mean, you guys probably never. I don't know if everybody's ever heard of this, but Brother Ali, Immortal Technique.
I'm familiar.
Those are my top, like probably my top 3. I love J. Cole. Man, there's too many to name. I mean, you could easily go with Snoop, but I don't know. Just it's too many. It's way too many.
Steve says the Biggie disrespect, and Matthew Martinez says Island Boys are my number 1.
Dude, I'm waiting for those guys to actually come out with an actual album already. Like, I want to see what they do. Like, I just want to see. I'm just tired of hearing that one line already.
Watch them come out with some really good stuff. Everybody's surprised.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know,
What if
right?
they start smacking? They just start smacking.
They did come out with an official music video for that Island Boys song, and I will say that the video is more interesting to look at than the lyrics.
I watched it a few times.
He was.
A few times.
He had it on repeat.
I haven't seen that. I
watched
gotta
it.
check it out.
Lots of booty.
Lots of booty. Oh yeah.
If you
I'm
came
sure.
looking for booty, you came to the right place.
Island Boys. All right. Well, shout out to the Island Boys.
I just wonder how they. I want to see what their hair looks like when they get out of the shower. Do you
I mean,
think?
it's
Do
probably
you think they
still
wear
standing
caps?
up. How do you think they wash it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or
Like,
maybe they don't.
imagine just going off
Oh my god.
like they're jerking their hair off all day.
until
Yeah.
the conditioner comes out.
Oh my god.
Just checking
What
my
about you,
boy.
Carlos? What are your top 5?
Man, I don't know. I don't want to say I have a top 5. It's a rotation, man.
See, I didn't even think about Black Thought, Common.
Yeah, there's so many to think about. Like I don't have the time for this podcast to go through all the people. I'd have to sit there and think about it, man. But if I'm going off the top of my head, they're all going to be mainstream guys. But they're, to his point, there are those guys that you like where it's like it depends on the mood, man. And yeah, I don't like to get into the specifics of that. It's easier to do it with like a sports thing. You know, like a top 5 sports people. When it's like,
Yeah, because you have stats.
when it's
to back
rappers,
up, you know?
I'm leaving somebody off, and I'm not going to do it justice, man. So
Yeah, like-
I'm not going to give a top 5.
There's a Chicago old school kind of Chicago group, the Typical Cats. I don't know if you ever.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
There's this guy.
Typical
Quill.
Cats is good.
There was this guy Quill, man, like second to none lyrics. Like
I
the
would
lyricism-
put him on par with like an underground Eminem.
ASAP Rock.
Is that Rocky?
ASAP, no, not ASAP Rock.
A$AP Rock.
ASAP Rock.
That's a different one.
He
yeah.
has.
They
he-
sound similar, but it's a different guy.
I think he's got like the largest vocabulary of any. Somebody actually like looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
Largest vocabulary. He's a sick.
What's
Sick
this?
lyricist.
ASAP.
ASAP Rock.
ASAP Rock. Where's he from?
I want to say Minnesota. I don't know.
Oh.
I want to say Minnesota. I could be wrong.
Fargo.
But he's got some good shit too, man. But yeah, it's subjective.
Yeah, it's completely subjective. So
Yeah, so it's whatever you're into.
Steven says the Biggie disrespect.
Yeah, Biggie's great.
okay,
but,
here's the thing though. They stopped in the 90s. Like we say them because they were great then, and I'm not saying that they weren't. They were awesome, but they'd probably be on a Mount Rushmore in terms of what they contributed to the music.
that's what I'm saying. Like to me, Biggie was great because of the innovation. Like
Right.
things changed after but his lyrics, they're great, but I wouldn't.
He
say
never
that-
had time to develop. Pac never had time to develop.
Yeah.
You know, they died in their early 20s. You know, like
They were approaching their
think
prime.
about it. You're 37, 38 now, and these guys died what 22, 23, 24?
Yeah.
They're kids when you think about it now as a full-fledged adult versus being a kid and watching these older guys go through it who you think are, gods in a sense.
Right.
You know? Now it's just like, holy fuck, dude. So, yeah, they're great. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I would necessarily put them in the top 5. You know, like, Biggie's last album was what? Notorious? That was it.
Or Life After Death.
Or Life After Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
last one.
So then that was it. You know? And then Pac had a few more albums that he recorded, but I couldn't put him in my top 5.
Yeah.
A$AP Rock is a white dude, right?
ASAP Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. Portland, Oregon.
Oregon. Oh, I would have never guessed. I don't know why I thought Minnesota. But yeah, he's
Close enough.
He's got some good stuff. My kids like him.
Not bad. What else we got? We have a short, we had a short list this week of stuff. Man, I thought we were gonna be coming harder with the content this week, but we had a busy week leading up to this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm busy.
it was kind of a slow week for news anyway. I mean,
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on.
right. Also, there's that Ukraine deal that's going on.
Dude,
Yeah.
that thing's just getting more and more interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, the president is calling for any Americans out there to fly out already, because it's like ready to get.
It's gonna go down.
Yeah, it's ready to get out.
The Civil War. Is it a civil war that's going to happen?
No, Russia and
Russia's
Ukraine.
Oh, Russia
invading.
versus. Okay, yeah.
Russia's invading.
It's
they're
gonna.
gonna take it over.
I feel like, and I keep saying this, but I feel like we're on the cusp of something big going down.
I've been feeling
Things
that
are
for
going.
years.
Things are. Gas is going up. Food prices are going up, and tension is going up.
Yeah.
And tension overseas in Russia and Ukraine, that shit's going up hard. Like it's something's gonna happen there.
I feel like that's kind of the reason why people are so not. I think it's one of the reasons people are into social media so much. Is like there's so much going on. It's scary. It's scary, and people. Just,
You think they're getting
try
away
to
from
get them
social
away
media?
no, people want to get away from reality. You know what I mean? And look into social media, kind of. I don't know. It is. It's a
I
lot
think
going
social
on.
media is the reality, though. I mean, you
No,
look at,
what are you
social
talking-
media. Social media has all the news on there. It has everything that's happening.
Yeah,
Well, it depends
I
on what
mean,
form of social media, I
yeah,
guess.
it
You know,
depends
how
on
did
where
you
you're
find out
looking.
about the Ukraine? Like, how did you find out about that? Through social media? I mean, CNN.
Well, I mean, just news.
You know.
I mean,
What is
one
social
thing
media?
is media. One thing is media, like news media outlets. Another thing is social media, like IG and whatever's going
Snapchat,
on there.
TikTok,
Yeah,
all that.
That's social media, and I don't get my news from social media. Well, some of it, I guess.
Yeah, me either. I can't.
You got to be careful when it comes to getting your news from social media because I know there are people that get it from like Facebook and shit, and that was like a big thing for a while.
Do you guys have Facebook?
I don't.
I don't have that.
I have it, but I don't really use it. I really like Reddit. I don't know. I that's where I get a lot of my news from.
Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit.
Like a long time ago, I just had to step away from like social media, like all social media. Before we even started this podcast, like I honestly was like dead on social media for the longest because I just
Same.
couldn't do it anymore because all the vitriol that was going on, everybody just arguing with each other. It was just and
divisive.
even worse, like it was clearly becoming a news bubble for me because I started noticing I'm just getting pushed for ads for that's like and news articles, mind you, for crap that I honestly didn't agree with. Like I was getting Ben Shapiro shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I like Ben Shapiro. What's wrong with Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's a conservative guy that does obviously not everybody's gonna agree with him if you gravitate to the left more, but he makes some good points, man. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of agree with some of the stuff he says.
So for me with Ben Shapiro, like I disagree with like 90% of what he has to say, and then the 10% is like a gray area of disagreement or a gray area of agreement for me.
Give me a topic that you disagree with him on. See where we're at with this.
What's it called? I'm trying to think of one right now.
What's it called is something I agree with.
Yes. Capitalism is one. He's all for businesses doing their thing and, the great innovation of capitalism and all that. While I do agree that, capitalism is unfortunately a mainstay in our lives, and it does help economies grow, I don't think that everyone can just pull themselves by their bootstraps like he thinks to achieve that level.
Yeah, some things are really systematized and to a point where you just really can't do much. Some people are in bad situations and they really. I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't want to have it be a cop out, right? You could do something about it, but chances, right?
Right. I'm thinking of my mom back in the day. Like she was a hard woman. She was a hard worker, and she raised basically 3 kids on her own for the most part. Well, actually, 2 kids on her own for the most part before I came along. And what's it called? Yeah, I suppose you could call that grabbing yourself by your bootstraps. But I mean, like, did she have time or money to create a business or anything like that? No. So she was working all the time, and then when she wasn't working, she was taking care of her kids. So I mean, situations like that where I'm just kind of like, I think of the average American, and I can't think of, the whole bootstrap argument being something that's
but I also think what he's trying to say is he doesn't want us to be giving so many handouts right now, or in general, because there are. I mean, yeah, your mom is one point, right? But then there's the vast majority who game the system.
And
that's a big deal.
I do absolutely agree with that. That's why, like, with the going back to the conversation we're having about the crack pipe thing with Biden. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't feel like with like syringes, for example, being handed out to people. Like, I don't know. Like, yes, they need the counseling. Yes, they need the help to kind of wean off of drugs. Yes, they definitely need the overdose stuff to be given to them. But I mean, like, there's certain things where you just kind of have to be like, do you really want to give them clean syringes so they can continue using drugs?
Yeah, I agree.
The flip side to that, though, is that
they're gonna do it anyway.
One, they're going to do it anyway. 2, they run the risk of spreading the hepatitis.
Hep C. Yeah.
They run the risk of spreading that to other people who may not be doing it either. Yeah. So if you can keep it clean, if they're going to do it and keep it clean, like, that's what you're going to have to do. I feel like if for America, we've always had that war on drugs, and I think we're slowly moving away from that.
Yeah, look at Denver. They started with legalizing pot, but now they're looking to legalize harder drugs.
You need to.
Yeah.
You need to. It needs to kind of. I think my fear is though that we're gonna be like in Amsterdam, like where everything's kind of out there. But then, like, I think it's going to really affect us in terms of our work ethic overall, because people are going to be too busy getting high. I think we're actually headed to a point where everything's starting to get so expensive. Like, again, gas, food is all super expensive right now, and we're still in the middle of winter. We haven't even hit the summer yet. Summer gas prices typically go up, and you're paying $4 or $5 a gallon right now almost to fill up your tank. And I think we're going to get to a point where things get so expensive, people are going to fall into a depression and just start going more into drugs and looking there and not wanting to, because they can't afford it, or they get depressed. And because they can't afford it, you lose that pull your bootstraps up mentality, and you start gravitating to something to forget about the realities. Because you're not getting a pay raise to keep up with the rate of inflation right now. Your raise is still going to keep you behind the 8 ball in that
And then
regard.
what are we taught to put our money in the bank? And what does that give you? That gives you less than what the inflation rate is.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's just another thing. It's like we were talking about social media, being like that running away from reality. I think you're right, man. People are gonna be looking. If we legalize it more and more, people are gonna be looking into it.
And the next wave of that is going to be, it sounds weird, but I feel like that Ready Player One world. You know how they were all living in apartments?
Yep.
And they were all just hooked into the metaverse? You're going to have a small population that owns those buildings and where the people live in. And then there's going to be another group of the population that owns the metaverse. The rest of the population is going to be drawn into that metaverse.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going to start focusing their time.
Look at how much.
It's not going to happen right away. It'll be over the course of decades to come. But that's where I think.
Yeah, it's headed that way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at how people are so drawn to their phones, like everything's on there. I'm not just talking about social media, just everything. All our, we have a wallet on our phone. We have our social media. We connect with friends and family, obviously.
Their medical information.
Yeah, everything's in there. Everything's in there. And now it's easier and easier to just pay with the phone.
Yeah.
And then, with advances with like virtual reality and all that, people are going to be kind of getting into that more and more, I think. Like, just like that movie.
You've been awfully quiet on your end. Anything to add to any of this stuff?
Just listening to the metaverse talk.
You're in your profession, and I won't put it out there what you guys, but prices are going up, right?
Oh, definitely. Like what you're talking about, like people going into like depression because they can't afford stuff and because they can't make it. I think that's happening already.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to wait too much longer because I think it's already there.
I had a friend of the family who offed himself because I think he had a truck, and it was like his last kind of the straw.
Yeah.
And he was gonna get repossessed or something like that. And he's like, fuck that. And he just
this is a time, if you and anybody to the 5 listeners who are out there, and possibly the additional account holders that are fluffing the numbers, we thank you. But
gratitude.
And for some of you may know, so I know some of you out there already know too, but it's how you manage your money, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be out here to preach, but you got to manage your money right nowadays more than ever. Yeah. Because with everything increasing, where you put your money matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Save.
Yeah, do your research.
Put it all on red.
I wouldn't even say save. Don't save. Invest.
Yeah, that's
not
even. I mean, it's recommended, but I mean, yeah.
Save enough for a rainy day, 6 months worth to get laid off. You could pay your bills, stuff like that. But
you know what I was thinking is as far as like people who are starting off. Like you're going into college. You want to save. If you're younger, save as much as you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just
and invest.
Save like crazy. Save and invest. I agree.
Yeah, I think you put your money in the stock market. You put your money. You just put your money to work for sure. Fuck, put it in crypto, and you put it in NFTs even if you can make it happen. I'm seeing kids out here right now making. Leave this shit. They're making thousands of dollars just selling NFTs.
Yeah, stuff they
and from nothing.
I got a buddy of mine who buys like NFTs for like $7 and then like ends up reselling.
Yeah. And you do that 5 or 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
You're sending a couple grand, and then you keep flipping it and keep flipping it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. And
I mean, before it was real estate. Now it's like people are talking more and more about NFTs.
Yeah.
it's harder and harder to get houses nowadays.
Virtual property.
It is. I mean, like,
Yeah.
what's it called in my neighborhood? Like, my parents bought their house for $79,000. This was back in 1990, and the house across the street from them is selling for $300,000. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Imagine
and
the
then-
ROI on that now.
And then even if you
Yep.
could afford it, you're trying to purchase, and all these like big investment companies,
Yeah.
they scoop them up before anybody gets to
And
them.
keep in mind that property I'm talking about is a rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to put some money in there, but yeah, dude, I mean, it's property. If it was me, and the thing is, I don't know too much about NFTs to be flipping them around. So if anybody of the 3 listeners that are out there listening to us right now, anybody knows how to flip NFT?
Comment below. Tell us.
I'm
We're
open.
at,
Yeah.
Well, we're at 8 actually.
8. Wow, we're breaking numbers out here today, folks.
So impulsive, here we come.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah, invest, understand asset allocation.
But I would take that crypto and put it into property.
yeah,
Willie Beeman asked top 5 money management tips.
Oh, I'm not a money manager, so I can't answer that for you.
I
Willie.
mean, you definitely want to look into saving towards your retirement, right? You want to get an IRA or something like that.
Yeah.
Understand asset allocation. Understand
Tax
time
laws.
horizon. Yeah,
Understand your tax laws.
yeah. That's why you want to know asset allocation so that you can avoid paying so much taxes. Because I mean, you make money, you're taxed. You spend it, you're taxed. You save it, you're taxed. You die, you're taxed. It's crazy. It's like death and taxes for sure. It's like all there is.
Oh
Like
shit! Literally, I didn't even know you die. You get taxed too.
yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is like if you have assets that you want to bring them down to your you want
Family
to
members or whatnot.
no like you have money
Okay,
and
I
you want to
got
give it to your to whoever's left, your sons or
yeah.
whatever. They got to know what to do with it, or else they could get taxed. They have a house, you want to put it in a trust, stuff like that, because it's tax, man. It's all there.
Tax tips from the tax man.
Tax man.
That's right.
By the way, Sandoval's County. All right, if you guys need your taxes done, y'all make sure you come check us out.
Ask for Sucio.
Hashtag shameless plug.
As for Sucio.
As for Sucio.
Filthy familia over here.
Hashtag
That makes
shameless
people
plug.
really want to show up to your accounting office.
I know,
I
right?
want to see Sucio. He does my
Sucio
taxes.
in?
Let me
Yeah,
talk to
yeah.
El Sucio.
Yeah. Sounds like the guy that you go see behind the taqueria that go do your taxes and shit.
Yeah.
Matthew Martinez says apparently Gucci announced a few days ago they are headed to the metaverse.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like what Carlos was talking about with Ready Player One. If you ever seen that movie, I did not. I when this whole talk of like when the NFTs talk started in the metaverse, I was like, what is that? Why? And then I kind of drew the comparison that it could turn into that, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Imagine like in that movie, right? There's this one scene where they go to a club, and there's somebody owns that club,
Well, they're
and all the
doing what?
money being
What are they doing?
in the club.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, just dancing.
Oh,
They
okay.
they purchase like
I thought it was a sex club. I thought because you didn't really specify. So I thought you wanted to.
no, it's not that
Okay.
kind of club. Right?
Okay.
They go into a club like a dance club, but I mean, you're in there. They're buying virtually drinks.
Somebody owns that
Virtual
club,
drinks. Yeah, somebody owns that club, and they're selling these virtual drinks. And if you want certain music,
That's
and all
what we
this-
should do. We should start a virtual bar.
And,
Already been done. Gary
They already
V
have
actually,
it.
yeah,
Gary
Gary
V
V opened up a NFT bar.
Well, so we could start one. I mean, who's to say is he the only bar in the metaverse?
virtual movie theaters. Imagine you got your thing, and you pay to watch the Batman.
Virtual brothel.
Virtual brothel. Oh, yeah.
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 Speaking of actually theaters and NFTs, so the Batman, if you actually reserve your tickets for AMC, you get a NFT with by tomorrow. If you got to do it before tomorrow,
Oh,
though.
I got my tickets.
Yeah, so you'll supposedly
you taking me?
from AMC you're gonna get a
Let's go. Let's go.
supposedly from AMC you're gonna get a NFT.
I got to do. Okay, I'm reserving tickets tonight then. Because I was supposed to do it for Spider-Man. I never got the NFT. I forgot. I did it the wrong way.
Yeah, you couldn't make it.
And I was sick. Yeah. I never got the NFT regardless, but yeah. Yeah, I think we got to come up with a way to create something for an NFT. You think Epstein has
There's like a Epstein
virtual
NFT.
property?
Man, he's
It's
probably,
like a
I think
virtual portrait of Bill Clinton.
He may have just missed that boat, that train.
Yeah.
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 Willie Beeman says virtual brothel, isn't that OnlyFans?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Weren't we talking about that earlier today?
But I mean, imagine it being like virtual reality.
Right. You're walking into actual characters.
Yeah.
Or
and,
like-
and, you get walked over to like this
OnlyFans is a
private
website.
lounge.
It's not in a virtual world. You can't go through the metaverse to get there. So it doesn't count.
Right.
So Willie Beeman,
Gamer.
Is
Remember
wrong.
that movie, Gamer? They had that
Yeah.
Sims thing.
yeah.
That kind of draws back to that NFT world kind of thing. The metaverse.
You should do virtual taxes.
Virtual taxes.
NFT taxes.
NFT
Build your
taxes.
own. Build the Sandoval's accounting
Yeah,
in the virtual world.
that'd be pretty cool.
Wouldn't that just be capital gains at that point?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we can keep reducing my ideas here. I'm trying to get us in the game. I'm just trying to help us out, pull us ahead here somewhere.
No
Let's do
joke. I actually did want to create an NFT using my profile picture that I've had up there for like 8 years on Instagram. Just so that way I can get the little like diamond on Twitter that says I own this NFT.
Oh, nice.
Because supposedly on Twitter, like if you do own an NFT and you link your account with it, you get like a specialized like frame or diamond.
We
saying
should
you
look
actually own it.
into making the logo an NFT.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That'd be actually kind of cool.
And if you
Yeah,
can
that would be
spin it to where we got this is the black and white logo, and then it rotates and it's the other side of the logo, the colorful one.
It'd be like a Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, exactly. And it just spins like a 3D rendering of it.
It'll be as hot as Paris Hilton's NFT where she takes off the hat.
You think?
didn't know there was-
I didn't know that there was.
So I don't know if that's the one she owns. It's the Born Monkey one. It was like a really cringe like episode of the Late Show with Jimmy Fallon, I think it is. But anyway, they were both talking about their Boring Monkey NFT.
Oh, the board monkeys.
Yeah, the Bored Monkey NFT. So they both each own one, and just the way they were describing it was just underdog shit. But
Yeah.
like seriously, like Jimmy Fallon's like showing his like, yeah, it's got a striped shirt, and like I own a striped shirt, and the heart glasses, I wore them to my daughter's birthday party. Like it was so stupid. It was clearly like an advertisement in a Ponzi scheme.
It's translating right now to this
I know, right?
podcast. Yeah. What else we got? Anything? I think what's on the stupid news? Are we doing what had happened?
Yeah, so we're trying to make that into like that segment with where we end up with the.
Do we
end
have
our
anything silly for
episodes.
this week?
Yeah, we got a few things. We have that one that there's a pastor or something like that. It's not silly, but he's handing out like misogynistic tweets.
Yeah, it was a pastor that was.
Oh, I
sending-
saw
sending
about
out,
that. About women you don't have to be on OnlyFans or some shit. Or
Yeah, he's
you
saying
have to be
he,
posting
he
your.
was talking shit about women on social media, putting up pictures in their bikinis and all.
Oh
that.
yeah.
I did hear about that.
I mean, he's looking.
Yeah.
Right?
He's scrolling. He's
Yeah,
definitely
and
Yeah,
you
no,
think he
he's doing his deep research on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I read that article about him saying, you don't have to do the bikini shots. You don't, take pride in your body or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't the Pope like a big ass booty pic or something like that on Instagram? Something
No.
like that. Yeah, like
man, at least they're human.
right.
And they're not
It was
going
pretty
the other
public.
way.
I think I don't know if the girl who had it saw the like on there, and she posted it oh yeah, the Pope apparently liked my photo, and it was like her ass pic or something like that.
Wow.
That shit's religious. That's a godly ass right there.
You know what? I think priests should be allowed to get married, man. This is ridiculous.
Dude, you see
Well,
the amount of...
isn't there a priest having a kid somewhere?
God bless them.
I seen
I'm
that.
pretty sure he ain't a priest anymore.
No, yeah, they're still letting them lead
A
the
Catholic priest?
Yeah, they're still letting them lead the
No.
congregation. Yeah.
I was gonna say a
He's
Catholic
having-
priest. No, I can understand another denomination.
Yeah, it's probably a
I
Christian
read it
denomination of
this
some sort.
morning.
Catholicism is they're jerks, man.
Yeah.
You got to devote yourself
shit,
to
I mean, okay,
suppress all these urges.
that's the funny
Would you
thing.
be against that though? Like, would you be against that though? If like the church you were going to, you're Catholic, right? The church you were going to, and you found out the father there was having a kid. Would you be like, would you not want to go there
I
anymore?
mean, I don't.
would you
First
be
of all,
happy
I
for
don't
him?
really go to church much. I would. I'm very pro them being able to get married, man. Because
Right. Yeah, I think they
because
should be able
the
to get
stuff
married
that
too.
comes with.
So you
these
would go?
people being absent for so long.
But to his question,
Would I go? Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
Because you were like,
celebrate it.
oh, not a Catholic.
I would celebrate. No, I know. I said that because
it's hard to believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because the church is so against it. So like it's one thing for a congregation, a parish, to accept the priest. It's another thing for the church to be like, all right, we'll let this one slide.
Well, they let the little boy shit slide.
And
They do, and
Come on.
that's the thing that I have. Like that's why I'm so against them not being able to get married, man. There's something very deeply disturbing about that. Like
Yeah.
I agree.
they need.
That's
they
how
need
you
to be
get
able
Tommy
to-
Lee Jones, Joe Pesci, and Kevin Bacon and drag trying to assassinate the president.
Can you imagine Father Rolex wearing a wig?
No, could never. I could never.
Oh yeah, you guys went to Catholic school, right?
We were altar boys.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You okay?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the three of
You
us were on
okay?
the front line.
I'm fine.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I was an altar boy too, and I'm fine.
We did. We were thankfully we never had the experience. I don't think there was
Hey,
anybody.
watch my back. I'm going
in. We only experienced.
That's what the priest said.
we experienced a really rude priest,
Who?
Father Rolex. He was rude. He was
just old school, man. Like
he seemed racist, man. There was something
just-
about him that was off.
he was always nice to me, man. Like he was cool, but like he was
'cause
just
you're so light
Yeah,
skinned.
probably. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but
he was rude to me. I was nice.
The dark skinned one.
Yeah,
I don't
he
like
was-
the dark-skinned
yeah,
one.
he liked hey.
I'm Anglo-Saxon. What do you want me to tell you? I got that
He's
Anglo-Saxon
got
skin.
that wasp skin.
Yeah, man. I mean,
When you graduated, he found out you were Mexican. Carlos was Mexican.
yeah, he probably all pissed off. Like. But no, we had.
gotta wash my
I guess.
hands,
I mean,
no.
he would define him as rude. I just think he was kind of. He came from he was old school, man. But then we had the drunkard.
Yeah, there was two that were. Father Ladd supposedly was kind of.
But I
like,
never saw him really go off on the sauce.
Father Charles only, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Like I remember him.
Yeah, he was.
I
he would
specifically
show up.
one of the guys that we served under. It was me and God rest his soul, a friend of ours, Trevino, and he had an episode during mass, and we're standing there with like, cause you know you had to hold the candles while they're reading.
Yeah.
And we're standing there, and he's reading, and he has a breakdown, like a withdrawal breakdown, and he goes into the back, and we're in front of, and at that time, that church is hard to fill now. But that church then would fill up all the way to the
Yeah.
back.
I remember that.
And I remember just him and I are standing there with the candles. We're like, holy
Yeah, I was
shit,
sitting
like-
there looking at you guys like, what do you guys do?
Yeah. And we were like, what do we do? And we went in the back to go check on him. And he had his hands on the counter. He was sweating. He was freaking out, man. It was like, we didn't know what to do, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, all those like restrictions, I think it's not healthy, mentally for a person.
Then you're going to go into the bottles, dude. Like, maybe. And this
Or
is
in
conspiracy
kids'
theory.
pants.
Yeah. What if that's what the case was, man? Like he was going, like, maybe he had some other demons besides that too.
Yeah.
I mean, something drove
I
him
mean,
to the bottle. So
yeah, something drove him to the bottle.
Exactly.
That's
That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah,
So
who knows, man? But yeah, hey, shit ain't pretty. They should give them a little more freedom. It's just not right. Nuns too. I don't know.
yeah, poor nuns, man. I mean,
Yeah, they're so quiet. Like they go through shit too. It's what I hear. It's what you read.
yeah,
And they're so sweet and innocent. And it's just man.
yeah. I mean, I don't see a bunch of nuns now, but like, you think
Right.
they don't even
What
lead
happened
it.
to
They
nuns?
they don't lead a congregation. They don't really do the prayer. I don't know. I really don't know what the nun's job was to do.
They're there for the priests.
I wouldn't doubt it, right?
Maybe.
I mean, hey, if they,
I mean, they do.
All right. Well, here's the thing: if it was low key, they told you, the cardinal called you over and said, "Hey, look, you can't get married, but we hooked you up with all these badass ones."
I don't know if they're badass.
Or yeah, if they're ugly ones too.
But
Like,
yeah, no, yeah.
I don't
know,
want to be
man.
fucking, hammer toe Sister Mary Margaret. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. I think they should just give them a little more.
but I'm
freedom to be
gonna need you
human.
to do I'm gonna need you to do for Father Joe what you did for
Oh my god! Oh my god!
like how Han says is like, you want to get to heaven, right?
Right?
You want to go to heaven, right?
Jeez. Yeah, no, but
Oh,
it is fucked up.
we're
They
going to
should-
hell.
They should give these people a little more, room to be human.
We went back to back politics, then religion.
I know, right?
We're that podcast.
We're on a
now.
roll.
We're
Jesus.
that podcast
Sorry.
now.
Yep, we're on that podcast.
We were
You're
pushing-
loving it.
Yeah.
Steven Villario says, "I am the best altar boy LLC ever had. He is the Brett man. He is the Hitman Hart of the altar boys LLC."
There you go.
Matthew Martinez says, "Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys." And Willie Beeman, SOS podcast is against antiquated religious practices.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to our special guest over there, Thor.
Thor. Oh. Hey, Thor.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
We still got 8. We still sitting on 8 people.
Yeah, it keeps jumping between 6 and 8.
All right.
All right. Well, you wanna take us home?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You wanna-
We were running hour and 10.
well, that's it. We're gonna.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, we're gonna close it out here today. So wrap it up with a little last minute Super Bowl things. Bengals.
Bengals.
What do you think the score is gonna be?
24-27.
24-27.
I think that's a solid score. 27. What, 30 is one of them, right?
It's just how it could be any number. Really.
Yeah.
No, it can't be any number, really, but...
Yeah, it can.
Well, technically it could.
It can't
Okay,
be.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to put all your eggs in a basket, sure.
Yeah, 27-30 is around there. I want it to be a high scoring game because it makes it more exciting,
Yeah.
and going back and forth.
Offense. A lot of offense. What about you?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 30-21.
Oh, that's a big margin right there.
Yeah,
Gap.
that's what I'm gonna say.
All right. Well,
Hans, what do you got?
Bengals shutout.
Bengals shutout.
Wow.
Yeah, this man doesn't.
Upset.
Upset. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I took all my money out of crypto and I put it right into that bet.
Hey, well, if you like what you saw here today, be sure to like, subscribe, share. We didn't do the best job promoting this episode this week, but we'll try to get better with the future live shows.
we're all a little
However, we made it on a Sunday.
We did make it on a Sunday,
Oh.
but that's the name. That's the purpose of the name. It's sometimes on Sundays. So, like, share, subscribe. You can follow us on the SoS podcast on IG. You can follow Woobs on IG. You can follow myself, Arkham2442. You can follow, what's your name?
X George 85 Reina X.
And then Hans.
Hans Brotansky.
So be sure to check us out there. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Enjoy the game. We'll see you in a few weeks, guys.
Thank you.
All